If you want to be successful in trading, do not make this mistake. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will share some tips that I find it useful, and this is the mistake that I did in the past. Then I hope that you not make it yourself. So let's just straight into it. So the first tip is that do not stay on the demo account too long. I would only encourage you to do demo for maybe a month or a couple weeks. So that is just to test the broker itself, to test the spread, to test if you're really beginner, it's just to test how the platform work. Basically just a couple weeks is enough, just in and out, to see how the pips work, how the order work, how to enter, how to exit. And yeah, I just a couple of weeks or maximum a month, that would be enough on demo. Unless you are testing a strategy that you wanna do it on demo account, that's up to you. That's tips number one. Tips number two is that you should backtest your strategy. So this is in the beginning, I think it's really hard to find a strategy that suit you. I find it myself lingering so many time. That was the mistake that I did. Now I can tell you that you should just find something really simple, either scalping, day trading, or swinging. You can trade the same strategy, but you need to know yourself what you're looking for. But I think is that if you are, every individual is so different. If you're lucky, you would find a strategy that you like in the first get-go. I encourage you to just stick to that one thing for at least for 5 months. And you need to backtest it for you should prove it, at least make money in 100 trades. Yeah, find a good strategy, backtest it for 100 trades that really follow it into the T. And once you're satisfied with the backtest result, and then you go forward with a forward test. And I still encourage you to do forward tests using a live account instead of demo account. To use a send account and just use 0.01 a lot. Do not focus on profit. I just learned this recently, that I shouldn't focus on profit. All I need to do is focus on consistency, focus on achieving consistency, because achieving the consistency itself is very hard, let alone profit. So I think you can make mistake and you make profit, but then again, is it gonna be sustainable for a long period of time? That was tips number two, which is sticking to one strategy. Tips number three, I think, is that money management. You need to learn money management. You got the strategy that you like, you wanna forward test it, and now you need to learn money management. You need to know what money management. You should grill into what money management is for like a month even. Give yourself really well understanding what is money management. It's very complex topic, but I think for beginner and to simplify it, just focus risking on 1% if you can afford that. But like I said, forward testing using small account, I don't think it's possible to use money management. That's why I suggested to use 0.01 lot, the minimum lot possible, and do not focus on the profit, but focus on the RR ratio. Basically, that's why money management come into the winning ratio. So you're kind of collecting data, okay, before you can afford the right amount. You just collecting data. Once you happy with that, collecting data, and then you can use a bigger amount. So that's why finding strategy, forward test it, and only risking 0.01 lot. So we're not really using money management here, but however, we want to use the smallest amount of lot that you will survive over 100 trade in a forward test. So that's why the third one is money management. So once you finish that process, you move on into money management. So you are learning the correct way how to manage money. This is serious money where of course, every trader, the end goal of their trading would be like trading full-time, make enough money to pay the expenses. So you need to learn money management to move forward into that direction. If you don't know money management, you will not success, and you will just blow your account, and that's gonna drain your mental. And once you drain your mental, you're gonna be like stressed, depressed, and you want to quit. So yeah, that's money management. Last but not least, I would say do not focus on the profit. Focus only on getting the consistency. Every trader, okay, mostly, maybe not everybody, okay, mostly they all stumble into this, where they jumping into one strategy to another strategy. I think it's because social media nowadays is showing they're making this and making that, and you, of course, you were thinking like, oh, I want to make that, so you jumping, following them, and throw away your strategy because you hit a drawdown period. So yeah, if you just focus on the consistency, you don't care about the profit, you will not going into that road. I learned this myself. I made this mistake as well. That's why I'm telling you now, just focus on the consistency. Focus on getting that trade. Especially if you are a scalper, for example, you will get 100 trade very easily. However, you need to see, are you being consistent taking that trade, taking that setup? Okay, the result is just the byproduct of the consistency. What are you doing? You can just make a lot of money, but your entry is not, or the way you enter it is not consistent what you was thinking you're doing. Unless that is your strategy, that's different story. I don't have experience on that, because I find that you're moving, jumping from here and there and there, just because you just chasing the profit, chasing the money. It's just in the long run you become exhausted, tired, and just wanting the time. I think it's wasting of time. So yeah, it's like you're working out consistently. Instead of you focusing on lose weight or something like that, you will just get discouraged if that's what you're focusing about. You just following the plan basically. You're not focusing, oh, I want to lose this how many kilo, I want to lose how many kilo, and then you realize that after a month you don't lose anything. So yeah, just focus to be consistent, and then that's how you would enjoy the journey. Seems like trading, you just need to focus on what you're doing, focus on the consistency, and then you will just, the profit will be just a byproduct of you being consistent. So I think that's it for this video. I hope it would help any of you out there. If you're a beginner, just be patient, and your journey as a beginner would be much shorter if you just stick into these 4 main things that I presented here. Backtest 100 trade, you happy with it, forward test it, and using small account, just risking 0.01, and focus only on the consistency of taking a setup. If you're beginner, go to Baby Pips, learn everything in there. You can also learn strategy in there, but yeah, learn the basic first. If you are following this, and I can say for sure that you would achieve profitability shorter time. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't want to ramble everywhere.